This is Suna Senman with reading number 27 of A Course of Love, a book brought to us through Marie Perron by the same author as A Course in Miracles, brought through Helen Schumann. Before I start reading this chapter 5, Relationships, I want to give a little introduction that listen to the previous readings so you'll understand more what this is saying, and just listen with an open heart, not needing to intellectually understand, but let something within you receive this wisdom and guidance, and then test it out in your life. I'm beginning with the last chapter of lesson 26. This is all the two worlds are made up of. The one you see as real is the one you keep outside of yourself, making it possible to look upon it with your body's eyes. The one you do not see and do not believe is the one you cannot look outward to see. But it is the one that nonetheless is truly real. To look inward at the real world requires another kind of vision, the vision of your heart, the vision of love, the vision of the Christ in you. You look outside the doors of your home, and whether you see suburban streets bathed in lamplight, streets that steam with garbage and crime, or cornfields growing, you say, that is the real world. It is the world you go out into in order to earn your living, receive your education, find your mate, but the home in which you stand, much like your inner world, is where you live the life that makes the most sense. It is where your values are formed, your decisions are made, your safety found. This comparison is not idly drawn. Your home is within, and it is real as the home you have made within the world seems to be. You can say the real world is somewhere outside yourself, as you picture the real world being beyond your doors. But saying this cannot make it so. It is your continuing desire to have a relationship only with the world without that causes such a world to remain. This is because your definition of relationship is not one of joining. What you join with becomes real. As you make it into yourself, you thereby make it real because you make it at one with your real self. This is reality. All you do not join with remains outside and is illusion, for what is not one with you does not exist. You thus become a body moving through a world of illusion where nothing is real and nothing is happening to you. Nothing is happening in truth. This illusionary world is full of things you have told yourself and been instructed that you have to do, but that you do not want. The more your life consists of such things, the smaller your reality becomes. All that would join with you and become part of the real world of your creation remains beyond your reach. There is nothing in your world that cannot be made holy through relationship with you, for you are holiness itself. You do not know this only because you fill your mind and leave your heart empty. Your heart becomes full only through relationship or union. A full heart can overshadow a full mind, leaving no room for senseless thoughts, but only for what is truly real. The first and only exercise for your mind within this course has already been stated. Dedicate your thought to union. When senseless thoughts fill your mind, when resentments arise, when worry comes, repeat the thought that comes to your open heart and clear your mind. I dedicate all thought to union. As often as you need to replace senseless thoughts, think of this and say it to yourself. I dedicate all thought to union. Say it not once, but 100 times a day if needed. I dedicate all thought to union. You do not need to worry about what to replace your senseless thought with, as your heart will intercede by fulfilling its longing for union as soon as you have expressed your willingness to let it be so. You do not yet understand the strength of your resistance to the union that would turn hell into heaven, insanity to peace. You do not yet understand your ability to choose that which you make real in your creation of the world. The only meaning possible for free will is this: what you choose to join with and what you choose to leave outside of yourself. The only meaning possible for free will is this: what you choose to join with you and what you choose to leave outside of yourself. Your desire to be separate is the most insane desire of which you have conceived. Over all your longing for union, you place the desire to be separate and alone. Your entire resistance to God is based on this. You think you have chosen to be separate from God so that you can make it on your own, and while you long to return to God and the heaven that is your home, you do not want to admit that you cannot get there on your own. You thus have made of life a test, believing that you can pass or fail through your own effort. Yet the more you struggle to do so on your own, the more you realize the futility of your efforts, even though you do not want to admit that your efforts are futile. You cling to efforts as if it is the way to God, not wanting to believe all effort is in vain and that a simple solution exists. A simple solution within your world, a solution that requires no exertion on your part, is seen to be of little value. The individual, you reason, is made through all the effort and struggle, and without it would not be. In this you are correct, for you are, as you make of yourself, an individual. You deny yourself your union with all others. So I do have some interesting insights in these books that I've written behind me. Peace, Discovering Life's Happiness through Relationship, Harmony through Relationship, Being a Process, and The Dragon Adventure, which I wrote for everybody, but it's written for children, and it's an excellent way to begin healthy habits, both physically and mentally, emotionally, and socially. There's a lot of thought that went into that book, and I suggest anyone at any age do it, and do it together with children, because children have so much to teach us. Their purity and innocence helps us learn from the heart and quiet the mind, as A Course of Love is asking us to. I want to just read this one poem from Being that reminds me of something that it reminds me of what he was talking there about, how we place so much emphasis on things that are outside of us, and they do become meaningless after a while. You get that new car, you get that relationship, that girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife, or, and then it's always that you want more and more externally. This is called I Am. I am all I knew I could be, all others thought of me, then more. Inseparable from all the other I beings, all the other thoughts, all the other experiences. Until I climbed the ladder laying against the wall and sat upon the slate roof. I looked at all. All looked so small. I could see all together when I was out of it all. All just looks full of all, stuck in their stationary spots, armed in brick, stone, and frame, vulnerable to be replaced by other brick, stone, and frame. a whisper touched my cheekbone, saying, "Look up." And gently lifting those bones upward, my eyes, forced to obey, captured the hidden life in the light blue, white wisps of endlessness. Now I am impressed. You may read many poems, little sketches, little thoughts in this book Being, and see what stimulates inside of you. And of course, my book Peace is about relationships, and it's a relationship between the reader and the writer as you write part of it. Thank you for being part of this journey of love, a course of love. I hope you have a most beautiful day with love and blessings.